welcome to Dakar. This is the FIBA Women's Afrobasket 2019. It's the Group C game between Angola and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Well, the Cote d'Ivoire team, all smiles as they come into the arena, having just won a real thriller over Egypt. And what do we have in store now? It's the first time we're going to get a chance to watch the Congolese play here in this FIBA Women's Afrobasket. And the schedule to play today, in fact, we've already watched 3 games. So Cape Verde come out, get a big win, 64-57 over Kenya. Then we watched Cameroon win 95-53 over Tunisia. But then in one of the best games of the tournament, we watched Cote d'Ivoire take on Egypt and win 71-67. Now it's a chance to see these Congolese players, what they have to offer. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Zania Stewart. Zania, it's the last game of the day.
Yeah.
I know you're disappointed.
Sadly. But no, on a positive side, this is the first time we'll be able to see the Central African team of Congo. You know, they're seen as somewhat of a wild card. They ended up 9th in the last 2017 Afrobasket, so they're looking to push for the last six in this tournament to try and get to the Olympic qualifiers. So very entertaining, I think, game we've got here. Both very speed, good skill between Angola here and Congo. So I'm excited to see them. Last game of the day before the day off. So really important. Angola tries to push and get this last win before the day off.
Well, they did not get the win, Angola, in that classic encounter with Mali, but Idli Lucas at least got the play of the day.
Yeah.
You saw her in the highlight reel, and I know that they will be eager to come out and get a win and try to start building some momentum as they try to get to the quarterfinals. But right now we're going to have a pause in the commentary after we look at the schedule of the day that we talked about, and obviously also the standings. So now pause in the commentary.
Merci. Hymne national Angola. Merci.
Okay, national anthems I think have finished here in Dakar, and saw the schedule of the play today and also the standings with Angola having lost their game to Mali. Here are the referees for today. From Latvia, Oscar Lucius, Senegal, Diagan, and from Egypt as well, Khalid. So here we go. We're just about 3 minutes, 45 seconds away from the start of this one, and I honestly have no idea what to expect from the Democratic Republic of Congo. We know that Angola have a lot of talent, but Coach Kimbe, what is he going to have to offer?
Yeah, they're looking for Congo here and Congo as their main players to look to get them going offensively.
Number 10 and number 14. And also the starting five, Fatila, Go Beleza, Mambengia, Oganza, and Akonga in that starting five. And for Angola, for Coach Apolinario Paquete,
will be Italy Lucas again. Their real engine of their team, pushing the ball for them as a point guard. She'll really get them going.
And Dzeko, who was terrific yesterday, although she will not get the start. George, Maputo, Mateus, and Felipe, along with Italy Lucas, in the starting five for Angola. And Coach Kimbe looking on from the bench. He's had the luxury of taking yesterday off to get ready for the big game. And as for Angola, Apolinario, his team had to grind out the tough game and suffer the hard loss. So Paquete, Apolinario Paquete to Mali, and it really was a joy to watch that game. After this, he'll be able to take a couple of days off, and well, a few days off in fact. But for the Democratic Republic of Congo, they will play today, then they'll take tomorrow off, and they will play Mali.
Yeah, Congo was actually fortunate to have yesterday off because they did not land in Senegal for, I think, till yesterday or the day before. So hopefully the travel was out of their legs and managed to get a quick practice in. We didn't get to see them on that practice day, but looking forward to see what they have tonight. They have some great height, and let's look to get it in low and pick out for the three. So we'll see. Angola needs to redeem themselves from last night, just letting it go right there at the end to Mali. So they really are looking for their first win. And in their group, I think it will be a big decision between these two who can get the second place. Both teams will go through, but potentially to get first place. Congo, if they win tonight.
Well, to get that top six finish, that's the primary aim of everybody, so they can get to the FIBA Women's Olympic qualifiers, and perhaps Angola aiming a little bit higher, having won this title back in 2011 and 2013. They have ambition of getting to the podium.
Yeah, well, we know they have to kind of go the long route because they lost to Mali. So they're going to have to go to a qualifying part of the tournament and not win outright.
Unless they were to win today and then the Congolese were to beat Mali and then it came down to goal differential.
Yeah.
It's
very good point.
Could happen, you never know. I just don't know what to expect from the Congolese. Because remember, that was also a close game, so it wasn't like they were blown out.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty tough group from top to bottom. Other groups we've seen kind of a weaker country, but this group is pretty difficult. So who's going to be the top? I'm not sure. I couldn't say.
Well, right now it's Mali at the top, and they will be Sylvain Lauti will no doubt be watching this game, and I'm sure we'll spot him in the crowd at some point. He might be wearing the dark sunglasses, trying to hide like he's not here. But I think he probably stands out quite a bit.
Yeah, I like Mali in this group. My dark horse, you know, they did get bronze last.
Thank you for admitting that. Dark
Afrobasket.
horse.
It is my dark horse.
It's like saying my dark horse is Nigeria. Yep. They won it last time.
But I'm saying, okay, yes, they got a bronze medal, but they're trying to push for a gold or a silver. But they podium. That's still a great thing.
Just yanking your chain.
Yep.
Just want to see if you took the bait.
Yeah, I'm here for it. And I always take the bait. Last game of the day, hopefully. Relax. Oscar, the Latvian referee, was trying to set them all up. They're kind of moving around and not setting their positions properly.
A little bit of Baltic influence here with the people in the Afrobasket. Well, good evening, folks. This is the only evening start here from lovely Dakar in Senegal, the Dakar Arena, and it's the Congolese that start things off here first, wearing the blue jerseys, and already seeing they've got some size to offer to the equation. And quickly breaking is the other end. It's Angola, and they put it up and in. How about that? Like a bullet out of a gun. Mateus puts her head down, and nobody thought about stopping her from the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Yeah, and then the easy call for the referee as she swipes down at the ball. You know, the referees are always going to call that. We've seen that throughout this tournament. The clear swipe down is always going to be a foul.
And she completes the three-point play.
Good start. I'm happy with that.
And with that, I'm going to stand up so I can stretch my legs.
Yeah, I'll join you.
So, Congolese. Oh, beautiful pass. They made the extra pass, and it paid dividends.
Yeah, great patience there.
And terrific start for Angola. Felipe that time with the mid-range jumper.
Yeah, Congo obviously haven't done their scout. Felipe, that is her shot, that mid-range jumper. That is her go-to. So they need to clean up a few things.
About a Congo, you talked about her. It was Ingo Beleza who made the first shot for Congo. And now driving in, missing, but getting the ball back was Makuto. Now that's inside the arc. The ball rims out. Beleza hands it off to Conga, and missing down low was Muganza Yoto. Which is Italy, Lucas.
Nice, starting off early for her, great. It's always nice to see that ball go in the basket early on. Get your confidence, get into the rhythm of the game. Good job for her. And Congo need to be careful of her because she can fill it up, she can light it up, so they need to show a hand early. Congo have a nice mix of young and talented and experienced, so hopefully throughout this game we'll kind of see that. She ties her shoelace. That's experience, don't want to trip over.
That's a good observation. She brings the ball up the floor, hands it off. Left open. Missed three-pointer, but they get it back. Looking inside and scrambling for the ball. It's Italy Lucas who picks it up. Hands it off in the corner. George And now the Congolese off and running, and they're going to have a breakaway. Oh, and the missed layup by Ingo Beleza.
That's always difficult to finish in the front of the rim. You kind of want to get an angle so you can use the backboard. Well, both teams not shy shooting the ball from deep.
Not at all. Good pass out to the corner again, and again the miss. It's off to the races for Congo. Conga.
Lucky there, she got away with the travel, I thought. Took her 2 steps, then started her 2 steps again, so got to be careful there.
Well, she rattles it in from deep, Pauline Akonga. Well, left open, she launches the 3, and that was crazy. People standing around just watching the ball bounce, and somehow the Democratic Republic of Congo end up with possession. Well, Mateus was the one that launched it, and 3 attempt, it's good. And you're right, they're not shy about launching it. Congolese are putting it up, and that was Mambengia. Gotcha, Natasha. Quick pass down low. Mambengia has 2 fouls now, and a 3-pointer by Idli Lucas.
I told you. As soon as she starts filling and getting it hot, she can really fill it up. So good for her. She's filling herself. Great shot, early shot.
Oh, nice move. Miss. And now the quick step, Idli Lucas. Oh, no look pass. She kind of stopped. And then just a little, what would you describe that as? A
shuffle
pass.
Yeah.
Back to her left.
A little handoff. See, when
And
you
just
play,
watch. Here it is again. I know that was the 3-pointer.
when you play with a player like her, you've always got to have your hands ready because you just don't know when she's going to pass it. She's a no-look passer behind the back. You know, you have to stay ready if I'm her teammate.
And now the turnover. And here come the Angolans again. Oh, look at her drift into the lane, and she passes it back outside. And the 3-pointer is good by George for Angola. So Idli Lucas definitely pulling all the strings so far for Angola.
Yeah, Congo need to get her under control.
And Congo does a great job. Her team needs to grab some of the momentum back, drives in and draws the foul.
I'm pretty happy with the start. Pretty exciting. Lots of scoring.
You're not overjoyed, just happy?
Overjoyed. Ecstatic.
You can hear it in your voice.
Yeah.
So Congo makes the first one. I love it when a veteran player, everybody knows she's going to be putting her team on her back, and she just time and time again wants the ball, especially when the other team has, you know, the wind in its sails, to try to keep her team in it. Congo already doing a great job with 7 points. Can't believe he didn't single her out before the game.
Sorry. I didn't know much about them.
Or Italy Lucas, for that matter. Oh, Italy Lucas should have had an assist there. And now again, for the second time, a breakaway. And for the second time, unfortunately for Ingo Beleza, she does not convert the opportunity. You going to sit down for a while?
Yeah, I think so. It's a long game.
Here we go. Italy Lucas. And she looks and she says, I should have taken it myself. And then this is at the other end, the Congolese perhaps trying to shoot it before they caught it. Well, don't look now, but you know who's in the game.
Yeah, she was great for them yesterday, wasn't she?
Yep, Zeko.
Ice in her veins. She hit every shot. I think I only saw her miss like 2 shots yesterday. She had a great clip. Well, Angola has their scout here on Congo. You see, they left her wide open, knowing that she won't shoot the 3, but she did dribble in and shoot the mid-range too. They're daring her to shoot it.
Well, stepping into it from deep, another 3-pointer for Angola, this time from Felipe. He has 5 points and immediately answered with a long jump shot was Ingo Beleza.
I like Felipe. She's solid for Angola. Really does her job well. Doesn't get rushed.
Took him to the corner. And Angola come up with the basketball again. And it's Zeko, and boy, she just is money in the bank.
Yeah. Started off hot again last night. She was unstoppable, so good for her.
Nice turn by Conga. Hands it off. Outside. Oh, beautiful handoff again. Great defense. It looked like Congo had the layup, but the Angolans were able to reach in and commit the foul. Their 3rd foul, but this will put her on the line. Good challenge, I think, by Manuel.
Yeah, but Congo's doing a great job. They're driving to the basket, sucking the defense, and then a nice little handoff, quick pass to the open player.
Congo need to tighten up defensively here. Give it up 19 points already. Good defense, right on cue. Raising her hands up was Makongo, Chanel Makongo. And now, good drive by Conga. And again, making the commitment to get the ball inside and drawing the foul to get to the line.
Congo's pretty big down there, you know. Angola have to make the extra effort to box out. They can't jump with Congo. Congo will win that race every time.
So Makongo from the Congo at the line.
Twister.
And pulls them to within 2 points. And now fouled out on the perimeter. Bisoga commits the foul. So Danielle putting the ball on the deck and going to the basket. Good things happening. That's 14 fouls on the Democratic Republic of Congo. So she was in the shooting motion when they called that? Must have been. Anyway. Unless that's actually 5 and I missed it. So it looks like it was 4. Well, Angola stayed after it. Up to 5 points advantage. So you got to box out on those missed free throws. Really, there's no excuse for the Democratic Republic of Congo not to get those rebounds. Good size in there. Now the foul. So a little burst here late in the quarter is giving them a chance really to kind of open up or build a little cushion.
Yeah, good job from Angola. Good start here is exactly what you want. Starting the game, good energy. You don't want to dig yourself in a hole like they kind of did yesterday. So pretty pleased with their effort in this first quarter. But when a game like this is probably going to come down to the last few minutes, how they had a game like last night, once again, free throws are really going to count. And second chance points are really going to be a big deal in this game.
Catch, turn, shoot. Lucas, rebound. Oh, beautiful little pass to the right. And
Chanel managed to grab another rebound. She's doing well on both ends of the rebounding.
Congo. And Makongo. Almost Angola coming up with a steal there. So you can see this Congolese team not to be taken lightly. They're staying after it. Down 5. At this time, bad turnover, but then they get it back. A Congo. And Makongo, her 3 no good. And finally, Angola able to get the ball back. Oh, nice turn. Passes it back outside to Dzeko. Offensive rebound. Lucas says, I'll take this, and I'll make it. We're seeing the best of Italy Lucas today.
Yeah, 3 for 3 for her.
Oh, beautiful pass to the cutter, and Ngobeleza has missed some chances. And really, that's probably the difference. Angola going to the end of the quarter with their biggest lead of the game. They're up 25-17 over the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Sabem que a Paulina precisa do ar, a gente está defendendo, ele está defendendo a pessoa mais baixa. E precisa de ajuda. Você não pode ficar distraído. Sabe que ele está à frente, tem que marcar, não consegue marcar. Quem está atrás tem que marcar aquele jogador. Há bocado houve uma situação, então tu chegas aqui, tem um jogador a correr, chega daqui, para, já está distraído com a bola. Isso é o mais importante, filha.
You know, Italy, Lucas 3 from 3 from the three-point line has really kept Angola above Congo, because Congo is doing a great job on the offensive rebounding there. Both teams getting to the line, but I think 2 from 8 from the three-point line from Congo.
Yeah, she's been pulling all the strings, but playing with that confidence and I don't know if she wasn't looking for her shot as much yesterday and trying to create for her teammates, but today it is clear.
Yeah.
She's really wants to shift into a higher gear, and she has. Whether it's been with her playmaking, creating for others, or just taking the shot herself.
Yeah, she's doing a little bit of both. You know, she is dishing it off. Some of her teammates just need to keep their hands ready because she'll pass it at any time. But she is looking to score, which is great for them. It's 9 points early in the first, and they're up 25-17.
And on the other hand, if you're the Congolese, you have to be disappointed that you've given up 25 points because, let's be honest, whenever you give up 25 points, the opposition is on their way to a 100-point game.
Very true. That's a lot of points in the first half. Sorry, Angola's fans are coming into the gym.
The Angola drum section here doing their best to liven things up here. There they go. See, that's who we're talking about right there. They just literally were within, like, not even a meter of us, maybe 2 feet. You can come out from under the table now, Zania. Oh, the turnover into the hands of Billy Lucas. Pulls back. That was funny. Not my joke, but the fact that they came up here and played the music behind us.
They came for us, Jeff. Did you not know?
I did. And we recognized them.
Yep.
And
you were here yesterday doing a great job.
He's not going away for the Congolese right now. Lucas misses the layup. And they're riding their luck a little bit because a couple of possessions now, they could have stretched that lead, Angola. And they have not. Again, they try to pass it down low. Here comes Tizeko, and very lackadaisical defense that time by Congo.
Yeah, Angola's doing a great job on defense right here. I think Congo needs to set something up, get a good play, good screens, get something great to the basket. Angola's doing a great job turning them over and punishing them on the offensive end.
Congo, nice pass to her teammate, and good rebound.
Great extra possessions, just where they left off in the first quarter. And extra rebounds.
Oh, beautiful play. Oh, it just will not go down. So a good try there by Putila. And she will have to settle for a couple of free throw attempts. This could have been a three-point play. But now it can be at best 2. The ramification. You don't get the layup, and then sometimes you end up missing free throws. But another chance to run in the open floor. Nice feed inside. It goes. And good, strong play again by Futila.
Both teams doing a great job running the floor, getting quick offensive baskets, but both teams just need to concentrate, finish these little easy bunnies.
That was a good play by Futila because it looked like Angola had the hand on the ball, and she very cleverly, quickly turned to her right, and the Angola player didn't pull it away.
But still, Congo struggling to score here.
Early in the second quarter. And the three-pointer is good from Celestine Bisoga.
Really needed that.
Oh, and then Angola fall down. Bisoga gets on the ground on the hardwood.
Stays with Angola.
I remember Angola had an opportunity to stretch that lead. They haven't. Look who's coming back.
Yeah.
Back to a 6-point deficit. Now another miss on the baseline by Matekite. Oh, thrown right into the hands of Dzeko. Nice anticipation, but she missed the layup. And then the follow was not there, and they survived. Great defense.
Yeah, Chanel there, great defense, way not to foul. Keep her hands high.
And now she puts it up from deep and misses.
Yeah. She knows it. She shrugs her shoulders. She knows she shouldn't have shot that shot. You can get something a little bit better with that. She does a great job down on defense. She needs to find her way down into the post where she really is successful.
You like calling Chanel by her first name, don't you? Chanel Congo.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's fine. It is a nice name.
Well,
Chanel.
I know
Might as
her.
well recognize it.
I know her personally, but maybe I need to.
You do know her?
Yeah, I've seen her
There
in
you
the
go.
basketball scene. So
That's understandable.
my
I'll
apologies.
allow it. No, I will allow it. There's Dzeko on rebound. I mean, if you were playing, I would say Azania. Great play by Azania.
Yeah.
What was Azania thinking about?
5 seconds on the shot clock. Congo needs to get something up.
Get it up, they do, but they don't score. Still trailing by 6. Now the full court pass and just out of bounds
It's not what you want.
by Regina Pequeño, who has some talent. Pequeño.
Yeah, she does. She has some really great talent, but just she's getting ahead of herself, throwing the ball, trying to push the pace, but unfortunately throws out of bounds.
Pequeño means little one, I bet. Portuguese. Little one. There we go. Spanish. Now, good follow-up of the missed shot. Now it's like a pinball up in the air, and it's grabbed by Angola. No, it's not. Now both teams on the court fighting for the ball. It was like a greased pig there. They just couldn't grab it. It was squealing.
It's Congo's ball anyway, possession arrow. I would love that job down there. Possession arrow, one job, get it right.
I wonder how often they get it wrong.
Yeah, probably lack of concentration is the only time they do. Travel, you got it?
Yeah, you're right. The Latvian referee right on it.
Yeah, I like him.
You know him.
Yeah, he never called any fouls against me.
Is that why?
Oh, gosh.
I'm a fan of all things Latvian as well.
Yeah.
Now, good hands by number 7, Sephora Caiolo.
They cheer for Italy Lucas's return. They know something good is going to happen. Every time she's on the floor, as she gets the ball.
She's a crowd pleaser. You see the little English she put on the bounce pass? Angola rebounding pretty well for being outsized. And Italy Lucas puts up the long one. Three-point attempt. Oh, it was on line, but it was short by Caiolo. The constant music, you know, it affects the players, it affects the fans.
It's affecting us up here, Jeff.
It is. I can't help but like stand with a little bit of rhythm. Not that I have it. Here's the pass. Shot clock down to 10. Driving in and beautiful finish that time by Avelino Peso.
Yeah, Really good finish from her. You think the cameramen can hear us? Get us on the shot or no?
I'm not sure we want to do that type of damage
Okay.
to viewers.
Hey.
We don't want them to turn it off. Here's the turn. And the shot, no good, but the offensive rebound, almost one was off to the races, Italy Lucas, and then a foul called by Eusebio. All the drum section, which is not far off the court, is they're all wearing T-shirts that say "Viva Angola." Oh, the bounce pass, the right idea, but just not sure that the Muganza Nyota was ready for it.
I must commend the African fans. Their tenacity to never sit down or to stop playing their drums. It's quite wonderful.
Point attempt, another one falls in. Get back to a 5-point deficit. That shot was made by Kayolo.
Bounce it right there on the baseline in front of the referee.
Yeah, Peso.
I think referees get stressed in big situations in games where they keep their head.
They do it so many times. It's just a walk in the park.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess.
Just like this job for you.
Yeah. Just like when you were a player, you used to just show up.
Show out.
Get the job done.
Yeah.
Spurn the media. Walk home. Can't be bothered, folks. No comment.
I always gave a comment.
Zania, can I ask you a question? I need to go take a shower and get out of here.
Yeah, sorry.
Call my agent. Now, Italy Lucas puts it on the deck, drives in, gets the pass out to the wing. It's good.
Great. Good
Eusebio.
drive. Good drive from Italy Lucas to the baseline and hit her teammate right there for the three-pointer. Just what the doctor ordered.
Her stats going up and away. And now a little walk in the park, which is not allowed. Italy Lucas has 4 assists to go with her 9 points. She also has 3 rebounds.
Great first half for her.
Oh, shaking and baking. Italy Lucas, she's going down. She puts it up, and she draws the foul. She most likely will be in double digits by halftime. Muganza Nyota picks up her first foul. Muganza Nyota seems a bit slow-footed on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, maybe they'll fatigue, get tired. She's flat-footed there. If you need to be in help defense, especially when Italy Lucas has the ball, you need to be ready to help your teammate because she will drive or make something happen. So you've got to stay ready. You can't be flat-footed.
You're right. You've always got to be ready with Italy Lucas. And she has given her team a 10-point advantage with 2:40 remaining here in the first half. Lucas has 11, Felipe 5, and Eusebio 3. And now the drive to follow the miss. It goes off of Makuto and out of bounds.
Yeah, Angola changed their defense right there. They went into a zone. Let's see if they stay in it here. In the out of bounds play, they sure do. foul there on Angola. They stay in the zone here. Get the ball back out.
Sabio, get that three.
Yeah, she's pretty nippy with the ball.
And driving in and being fouled was George. Good idea to put it on the deck and go hard.
Yeah, Congo isn't setting up their defense. They're just kind of lackadaisical here, kind of falling asleep in the closing moments of the first half. So they need to wake up and get it together.
$12 points to advantage. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half now for Angola. Too obvious. Unfortunately for the Democratic Republic of Congo, they get it back. Sabio. Well, that would have been a big shot. Would have stretched the lead to 15.
Congo's really struggling against Angola's zone here. They're not getting any baskets. Angola's really packing the paint and they're finding it difficult to get a shot. So let's see what offense they run against the zone.
Down the right corner and rebound there. That's a tough pass to try to deliver by Diba. Alliance Diba.
Yeah, but yeah, again, Angola does a great job on defense.
Oh, good hands by Diba that time to prevent the layup. And now driving in and denied, but a little kick. Yeah, they stuck the leg out. Seems like the team in blue, Democratic Republic of Congo, should have more success on the boards than Angola. Angola has 25 rebounds. And they are out rebounding in 30 to 25. They do have the 13 offensive rebounds. I guess probably what you would expect. Seems like they should be even more on top of that department.
Especially that they're sitting in the zone, you can always rebound out.
Oh, that is a killer. Uganza Nyota has got to make that shot. That's good D right there. Both teams hustling around for the ball. Wide open right corner. Ball bounces up in the air.
Yeah, now Angola's winning the game of the battle of the boards.
Another three attempt, and that was short, and it goes out of bounds. 4.5 seconds remain in the half. They're going to have to hurry it up. They've got to hurry, and they're not going to get it off. So that is how the first half finishes, 38 to 24. It's Angola on top of the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Angola 38, République démocratique de Congo 24. Nous vous rappelons les résultats de ce matin. Kenya, c'est Kenya 57.
There we see the stats. Congo is definitely killing, well not killing, but getting second chance rebounds. But Angola's doing a great job. They decided to drop into the zone and it's giving Congo real problems. Ailey Lucas there, 11 points. Really having a great first half for Angola. Really pushing the pace, finding her teammates, has great assists. And look for her again in the second half.
Well, it's been a great performance, really by Lucas, and solid overall by Angola, hustling. Perhaps some missed shots has helped with the Democratic Republic of Congo spurning some opportunities. But still 20 minutes to go. It's Angola on top at halftime, 38-24. We'll be right back.
Yeah, Mosquito. Big block, big rejection there.
Tough to put the ball in the basket right now. Oh, and nobody picks her up, and she takes it all the way. Kuta Kamara. Stepping into the passing lane. This time it was Alonu, and then she races up, and great defense. Getting back was Amruni for the swat. And Dega. He's got to launch it. She does. Banks it in. The bank is open. Well, she knew exactly how much time she had. Lily Lucas. Oh, behind the back. The crowd loves it. Oh, yeah. Bank it in. What a play. See if that brings her to life.
You know, Congo only has 13% from the two-point shots here. So coming out in this second half, Congo really have to clean up around the basket scoring. They have 10 turnovers also. And they're winning the boards, having 31 total rebounds. They are beating Angola. That is their positive stat towards this game, but they're down 38-24. If they want to look to win and turn this game around, they have to look after the ball and they have to finish the two-pointers. That they're really getting second chance shots. They're beating Angola on the boards. Angola is doing a great job changing up their defenses from man to zone, really causing Congo some trouble. Their main player, who we talked about before, was Italy. Lucas is doing a lovely job. Wonderful for Angola to really get them going. To see her in the second here, probably Congo needs to show a hand in her face as she's hit 3 from 3 from the 3-point line.
Unfortunate for the Democratic Republic of Congo that they kind of let the game get away from them a little bit at the end of the second quarter. They're going to have to really knuckle down on defense here at the start.
Yeah.
And they got to start putting away some of these opportunities that they've had. They have made a commitment really to get the ball inside. They've had some breakaways. So they need to take advantage of those opportunities. It's the fourth and final game of the day here in Dakar. Democratic Republic of Congo going to start here with number 15. I don't think we've seen tonight.
No, she hasn't subbed in yet, so she's starting the game. Something different, maybe.
Bernadette Goyisa. Angola come out and try to stretch their lead immediately with a three-pointer. Good fights for the rebound and the putback, and that's exactly what they need.
Yeah, good job for her. Staying with her shot, missed the first and stayed with the second.
On hustle down, and again, you got your best player catching the ball in the low block, Paulina Conga, and if she catches that, she's got a layup. But at least it was the right thing to do.
Yeah, good job for Angola not giving up on the defensive.
True. It was a good hustle back by Eusebio. Putting the ball on the deck and driving hard to the basket.
No foul.
George.
I think Congo's going a little bit too fast for themselves. Wow.
And another basket, a three-pointer. And this is what you get from your veteran, your leader, Conga. Leading by example.
Good for her, but Congo's going a little bit too quick. They're not catching the ball cleanly.
Wow. Nice answer by Manuel.
Yeah, quick start in the second half. Both teams scoring.
Calder, the newcomer, Bernadette Goyisa, picks up her first. Well for three. Another attempt. The three-pointer is good, and also a foul. This could be a huge trip down the floor for Angola.
Yeah, Congo's coach is going to lose his mind on that. You know, not only does she score the three, you fall into her, and an and one on a three-point possession here. You see, she falls in. Doesn't let the shooter have space. You have to let the shooter land.
More damage, but still it's back to a 14-point lead. Fupila's attempt was a futile one. And now the turnover should lead to a fast break. Oh, great hustle back by Eusebio. And also Idley Lucas, but she stepped out of bounds.
She's the fan favorite, isn't she?
Yeah, they do like her.
Yeah.
The adopted Angola.
Yeah.
From North, well, the former Tar Heel. I gotta say that. Go Heels.
Congo needs something good at the basket here.
A good strong rebound by the backup center.
Yeah, they don't want this game to get away from them. 3 seconds.
Wow.
Building a house.
Yeah.
Staying in there too long.
Drive and miss. But again, Angola getting the rebound. George for 3, and that is just too easy of an offensive rebound.
Yeah, Angola's winning the rebound game right now.
Second offensive rebound on this trip. And then traveling, gets the ball back. Angola right now, 32 rebounds, 36 overall for the Congolese.
Yeah, they're doing a much better job this second half to get second opportunities. Congo has to do better in that aspect of the game like they did in the first half. That was their only positive thing. They need to bring that into the second half.
Pass into the corner. Conga. Open look for Pupila, but strong move inside by Manuel. Come out to play here in the third quarter. The lead has now grown to 16.
Yeah, she always does her job well. I do enjoy watching her play. She makes barely any mistakes. Offensive foul hit to the head there. Congo's coach talks to his assistant to discuss something. They've got to do something because Angola is pulling away here. They choose to bring a sub in.
Here she's again, Eusebio. Ooh.
Travel or?
Yeah, traveling is the call.
She laughs, she knows. That could be dangerous sometimes because you're a bit blindsided. You know, you don't know what's happening. It happens very quickly.
So they're set. Now Lucas gets it back. She's open. Feet set. Good box out. Congo turns, and they're just struggling to get the ball in the basket.
Yeah, look her to dazzle here.
Oh, sweet jumper from the baseline, and now it's the biggest lead of the game, and that was You know who? Alexia Dzeko.
Yeah, Alexia always does a great job. She has a nice release.
Yet again, another missed layup.
Yeah, it's really the Achilles heel for Congo, just missing these short, easy baskets, not getting rebounds. Angola has really beaten them in that aspect of the game. And really, just to tell, they only have 29 points here. Haven't really scored many in the second half. Here's Italy, Lucas.
Is that almost
Well, he does it so quick. That's slow motion, so
Yeah, true.
referee's not going to see that.
carry or
Yeah,
travel?
it could be, but it happens so quickly.
Let's go down to the huddle.
Let's see how my
Maintenant les autres, vous devez bouger vos mots. C'est un peu,
you know, Congo discussed in there really to get something better in transition. But also, Angola has 12 points in the paint, where Congo only has 4, and you would expect them to, you know, they are doing a great job on rebounding, but they need to finish. 4 points in the paint is not enough for them.
Coming out of the timeout, driving to the basket for offensive rebound. Dzeko and back to the team in blue.
Oh. Bit of a silly foul there. Reached in, no need.
So they're getting a lot of minutes tonight. Nice little guards in that Angola team. Not only Lucas, but Eusebio, also Pequeno. Speaking of the devil, no, that's is that Peso? No, that's Pequeno. This just came in.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Offensive foul.
Yeah, nothing's going Congo's way here. Look, excuse me, even to the offensive foul. They're really struggling on both ends of the court.
And the drive takes the lead up to its biggest, 20 points now. The drive by Pequeno. And they're just falling apart here in the third quarter.
I was definitely expecting one of your jokes just then. The biggest by Pequeno.
Oh, right.
Sorry, maybe not.
Can I live up to expectations?
Yeah, you set it up nicely, but failed.
You're such a humorist.
I gotta keep up with you, Dem. You're the jokester of us two.
Oh, good block that time. Good swat. Good rejection. Not so good at dribbling, but she gets away with it. That was for Congo.
Yeah, that's a shame that Congo's really not. As they break here, let's finish this.
Look at them share the basketball. Beautiful basketball by Angola, aided by a little bit of, what would you say, apathy or lack of effort?
Yeah. Great finish. way to share the ball. Congo, for me, is not running anything. They're very stagnant. They're standing still. They're telling people to just, you know, play one-on-one. Nice. They can get more of that, but they're not really setting anything up. They're not really getting into a play and is equaling into a turnover.
But the problem is already down 22 points now.
Yeah.
And you can't see Angola letting a 22-point lead slip, certainly not with the attitude that they've displayed here in the third quarter.
Crowd saying no. So
They love
Lucas going out.
Lucas. That's got to make her feel good.
No, yeah, you're right. But we're still in the third quarter. There's still a lot of time to go in the game. You can't count anyone out, and you just never know. So you've got to, obviously, you would hope that Angola would win, but
and they don't even think about that.
No. Gotta be careful here. Yep, she'll shoot it. Yep.
The three is in.
We know the scout.
Well, Tezeko showed us yesterday. So they know as well, but they're not doing a lot of things right at this moment. But Congo just has a grin. She is.
Yeah, she got a head knocked off there.
Paulina Congo is 37 years of age.
Is she?
You have to bear that in mind.
Yeah, she's looking good for a 37-year-old. I know some 37-year-olds who just eat crisps for a living, i.e. my sister.
Yeah,
she's going to kill me for that, but hey, she looks in great shape. She's doing well. She's holding the Congolese up, trying to give them a push that they need.
Ball bounces over. So they've got it back to 20. Now they can just get a little bit closer. Gosh, you really must love your sister to say something like that. A little bit of humor.
Yeah. I know she's sitting at home saying, cool. You're supposed to be my sister.
Good approach to Angola. They've come back from yesterday's disappointment. They could have very easily won that game yesterday.
Yeah, could have gone both ways. It's quite exciting. But here they can't lose their focus that we talked about. You know, they have a great lead, but back to back, Congo get into the line and they're chipping away at the lead. Yet they're missing their free throws, which makes that one.
Good drive, but just did not finish. So Congo leads, riding their luck a couple of times here. Three-point attempt, why not? You're trailing big time and hit the three. Nice shot, pulling up on the break from Ngobeleza.
Yeah. Congo's not giving up. Doing a really good job.
And they get another turnover. Three-point attempt. Not sure why Congo tried that one. Congo almost reached in, gave up the foul, and that's just a lack of effort defensively.
Yeah.
They're just not moving the feet.
Nope. Ooh. Yeah, not moving their feet at all. She didn't give up. Yet again, that's the second time she's got her own offensive rebound.
Good hustle back. Probably not the strength of the point guard of this Congolese team catching the ball in transition and scoring. This is just too easy.
Yeah, I really like that move. Smooth, silky, and it's a shame she didn't finish the first, but she's padding her stats, getting the rebound, and finishing the second.
Kind of one of the oddities, isn't it?
Yeah.
You get a rebound off a shot that you should have made.
Yeah,
What do you think about that, being a former post player?
I'm trying to get a double-double, so if I miss it, I'm definitely getting the rebound and getting that extra point, the 2 points.
It goes without saying, you're never going to miss it to get an extra rebound.
No, I don't miss, Jeff.
What were you percentage shooting-wise?
I told you I don't know stats. I just showed up, did my job, and walked out and didn't take any interviews like you told.
Did you ever miss? Let me put it like that.
Of course I did. Of course I miss, but you miss more than you make. My mindset was that. And just bounce back. I didn't get too stressed or overwhelmed by missing. I didn't really care.
And the Congolese have been missing too much today.
Yeah, and not aware of that
Not
last.
aware of the end of the clock at the end of the quarter. So they came out with the right approach today in the first half, but boy, they were flat in the third quarter. Almost inexplicably. They started okay at the beginning of the third quarter, but the rest of it was owned by Angola, who now lead 55-37.
FC Congo contre la Mali. À 16h, nous avons Cameroun, Nigeria et à 19h, Égypte, Sénégal. Les résultats du jour. Kenya, Cap-Vert, 57-64. Tunisie, 53-95. Côte d'Ivoire, Égypte, 71-67.
Here for the Congo, 15%, you know, they're working on that 13%. That's not good enough at all for me. 5 from 33, it's not going to get the job done, and you're down 18. So I'm just going to harp on that because it's not going to cut it. Italy Lucas, love you. Oh, lovely message there from the fans. I told you she was the fan favorites.
Italy Lucas definitely has her fans, whether they're Angolans, Americans, British, Senegalese.
I'm her fan.
She drew more oohs and ahs yesterday,
Yeah,
I think,
she
than
did.
any player.
Yeah, she did. She had
And Senegal played yesterday.
Yeah, she had a fabulous pass behind her back in the
To the
crowd.
corner,
Yeah,
which was the play of the game.
yeah, was the player of the game and also one of the top 5 plays of the tournament. I saw it on the highlights. I do my job.
That's what I meant. Of day one.
Yeah.
Italy Lucas came out with the right attitude today. She set the tone. And really interesting. She calls herself an introvert. And if you speak to her, she's very introspective, introvert. She's very talkative, very chatty. She'll talk to you.
Yeah, she's a nice lady.
But she said that allowed her she was more than happy to learn Portuguese. Because of that, she had plenty of time to sit around and study. And nice three-pointer, and they're just cruising right now.
Yeah, they're having fun with it. Smiles across the board for Angola. I think that's great for Lucas because especially if, you know, you are a naturalized player, as she is to Angola, to make the effort to try and learn their native language, their mother tongue. So hats off to her because it does get quite difficult to learn a second language later on in life. And here she is right on time. Thank you.
How do you say great shot in Portuguese, Italy Lucas?
I don't know. Probably something along the Spanish kind of lines. Muy bien. I don't know. I don't know. Portuguese. Very similar to Spanish, but here they come
look
again.
at this. She's trying to entertain with that pass. Angola got it back. Oh, she wasn't watching. She was looking over her bench. She still caught it. I've heard of a no-look pass, but I've never heard of a no-look catch, and she did, and that leads to a long jump shot by George. Get that no-look catch?
Yeah.
Look, she didn't even know it was coming, and she still caught it.
Yeah. Got to be ready, I told you, at all times. Here they go into the zone, 2-3, blocking up the paint. Congo's letting the game get away from them here. Angola's doing a great job executing, and also they're just becoming loose and having fun with it, smiling, you know, making the extra pass, playing like a true team.
Well, the ball inbounded.
To the credit, the Angolan FIBA Angolan fans are still going crazy, drumming and dancing.
The hold was called there. She drove to the basket. So 63-37. I mean, Angola might have a better team, but they shouldn't be up 63-37.
No, they've
I just
really,
don't think the effort's been there in the second half.
no, they've really imposed their will on Congo. I think Congo also doesn't look that in shape to me. They look very tired. Maybe that is...
They were late arrivals.
Yeah, maybe that is, I was just going to say, because of their late travel to Senegal for this trip. But at this point, no excuses. It's game time, so you must perform. Silly foul there.
Zeko picks up the foul.
There's 3 shots.
But I have to say, if you're ever going to foul a three-point shooter,
Yeah.
it's best that you do it when you're leading by 6 points.
I think it's still not okay and excusable. I think you don't want to practice bad habits.
No, you don't. But maybe it doesn't feel quite as bad if you do it.
Yeah, it's not as bad, but I'm still not a fan of it.
You're a perfectionist.
I try to.
I can tell by the way that you approach your daily life. You're there waiting for the bus early at the hotel.
Oh, man. I don't like to
Set a
be
great
late,
example.
Jeff. They call me Big Ben for a reason. Never late, always on time.
Big Ben?
Yeah, it's my nickname. My friends call me.
They could call you the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
They could, but
Or the Empire State Building.
yeah, I'm okay with all of them. They're all lovely, beautiful pieces of architecture.
Good rebound. 23 points the deficit after the free throws that were made. And the ball bounces over the backboard and back into the hands of the Congolese. Kutila. You know, Kutila's had a really tough day at the office today. She's got the 10 rebounds. She's 1 of 9 from the floor. And we really needed her to step it up a bit.
Yeah.
6 points, but for a starter to come out and shoot 1 of 9. And also, Gobeleza, 3 of 9.
Yeah, that.
Just some layups.
Yeah, they were 15% from the 2-pointers, so 1 from 9 is a
Not
big,
helping.
yeah, a big contributor to that.
I mean, she could be like you. She doesn't look at stats, which is probably a good thing.
I truly didn't look at my stats. I mean, percentages and stuff like that. It wasn't my style.
Is that why you're always also spurning the box scores when they bring them up?
I'm doing that to do my job.
Okay. Look at Izzy Lucas. Uh-oh, she wants to entertain. She turns behind the back pass. Everything she does is amazing. A little bit of French pastry offered by Italy. Lucas. How about that for the post screen? Nice break.
Yeah, Congo could get some more of that. can. But it's too late, I think. It's not good enough.
Another shot in the lane. It's a shot, really, that could easily be made by FIBA, Alliance FIBA. Drive down low, Italy Lucas. Oh yes, they love it.
Great performance from her tonight.
Three-pointer. That was the answer by Ngobeleza. I'm almost surprised you wouldn't give Lucas a touch every time down the floor.
Yeah, it's something normally positive
read
comes
for
from
Magic.
it.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I think at this point, you know, you're up a fair amount. You do sub out your starters, but then it is a day off tomorrow, so but still, you want to be on the safe side.
Move down low. Well, they're getting closer. 65-49.
Yeah, Congo need that little 1-2 punch between those post players. I like that. They need to look more for that, and maybe going forward to their next game and in this tournament, they look to do that more.
Three-point attempt. Sabio. I don't see much razzle-dazzle from the other Angolans. I guess it's just not their game, is it? I mean, you don't have to have the razzle-dazzle.
No.
But it's funny that the way Italy Lucas plays, she has the panache, the flair.
Ooh, yeah.
And you're surprised. It's kind of surprising it doesn't rub off on some of her teammates in a way. They're more hardworking, efficient.
Yeah, but that type of play that she does, it takes a lot of training and a lot of time in the gym working on your handle. That's just something you can't learn overnight.
True.
Angola needs to be careful here.
Down, they're up 16. Well,
good hustle from.
the thing is, if somehow, some way,
Yeah.
they can get it back to a 10-point deficit, maybe a 9, give themselves a chance to then go in and win against Mali, you get that 1-1 situation.
Very good point. Yeah, you've got Congo has to play to the end here. This is a very good point you make, Jeff, because if it does come down to points, this game is going to really matter.
And that time,
Don't
big
get the
mistake.
shot off.
Don't even get the shot.
Well, that's not going to help chip away.
Here she goes, Eusebio, all the way down the lane, and she's fouled.
She hits her head
She
there.
will go to the line.
That was a little bit of flash and dazzle that you wanted there. Look at that. A little up and under. That's pretty good.
I think Pequeno, who's in the game, has a little bit of flair to her game.
Yeah.
But she's, Italy Lucas takes it to a different level, doesn't
Yeah,
she? I mean, there's nobody in the tournament that has as much.
Has the handle like her.
Yeah,
Nope.
the handle, that's the way to put it. Oh, nice play by the Congo to knock it away. Now, launch it.
Unlucky there. Angola catches a break from that. Time starting to run out for Congo. They need to get a quick stop and a quick score here. Timeout for Angola. They want to have a little talk about it, make sure that Congo don't come back and make a little run. Good choice by the coach.
So they go over to the benches. I'm curious to what each of them has to say. Do you want to go down and listen?
Yes, please.
I'll let you translate.
Yep.
A diferença para nós é importante. Não falamos disso no balneário. Uma diferença tão boa para passar à frente lá. Somos uma equipa. A equipa pontual é importante.
Well, clearly, let me translate for you. He's clearly not happy with their approach here in the last few minutes because
very
he wants to
animated
go for the jugular.
Yeah, very animated in that timeout. Didn't understand anything, but he has a right. Obviously, they've let Congo come back into this game. There's still 3 minutes. Like I said before, anything can happen. He wanted to call that timeout, get his team back on the same page, and finish off this game with a win.
There you go. That pass right into the middle from Pequeno, but Stabio did a good job of getting the ball back.
Yeah, 1 second on the clock. They've got to get it up.
Nope.
Good job, Congo.
Was indeed.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't feel like they're in danger of losing the game.
No.
But
we talked about the points.
And I'm sure that was one of the points that he made.
Yeah. A point that he made about the points.
Or points, even. Or one of the points about the points. How to get it back. So, for all of you kids out there listening, I know there are many.
Yep.
You could end up in the group phase having 3 teams with 1-1 records because you have 4 teams with 2 groups, so they each play each other. And in that case, how do you determine which team finishes first? And well, you have to use goal differential.
Yeah.
The game, but they call it points. Goal differential is the official name. I would call it points differential, but plus and minus with all of those games. So.
Yeah. So they add up all 3 scores of the game. Well, it's 2. Sorry, all 2 scores of the game, and they total that, and the best team out of the group with the highest score would potentially and ultimately take the lead in that group. They're back up to 20 points, so their home stretch here is good for Angola. But like you said, the points, you really want to make sure you don't let Congo score anymore. And if you're Congo, you want to chip away at it.
Jumper. It's down by Eusebio. You see what the Angola coach says in the press conference after tonight's game. Another attempt from deep. And the rebound. 24 to go in the game. Oh, a layup attempt. Oh, layup was there. That encapsulates what the problem has been tonight.
Yeah.
For this Congolese team. They've missed a lot of open looks like that.
Yeah, as they go forward onto playing Mali, they need to, just scrub up on a few things, and finishing around the basket is one of them. And there she chooses to shoot the three because of the points difference. Under a minute left now.
Three-point attempt. 1 more minute here. And again, they're still staying after it. Just not putting the ball in the basket. And you feel like with the Congolese, maybe they just left it a little too late to give this effort.
Yeah.
And had they given it earlier in the third quarter, it would be a much closer game.
Yeah, I commend Angola because, the coach did call that timeout just to settle the panic, get his players back relaxed and truly get this win, which they needed tonight.
So we're at the conclusion of day 2, and Angola are going to win it 69-49 over the Democratic Republic of Congo. So the likelihood is, even if the Congolese were to win their next game against Mali, that Mali would still end up finishing first, Angola second, and the Congolese third. But anyway, 69-49, Angola win it. They get off the snide here at the FIBA Women's Afrobasket. Zany, I know that you were happy to see Idli Lucas there embracing her great rival, Pauline Congo, the 37-year-old juggernaut of the Democratic Republic of Congo. It's great to see.
Just respect between each other.
Yeah.
It is. They both played hard. They've played a lot of years. It's just to congratulate. Good sportsmanship on mine.
And the Angolans themselves, the fans, have certainly played their role in another great theater of women's basketball.
Yeah, good job on Angola to come back from yesterday to bounce back. And the biggest thing for me is the 17% for Congo, 7-41. That is the game.
Yeah.
And the rebounds, I mean, it was a pretty fair 53-59. They won the battle. They was winning that at halftime, and they carried that on. And then turnovers, 18. Congo really have to clean up a few things before they go into the Mali game. The biggest star tonight for me was Italy Lucas. She really turned up, showed out, helped her team on both ends, assisting her teammates as well as scoring.
And it's great. You could see, if you look just above the Democratic Republic of Congo there, the players went over, led by Lucas, to say thanks to those fans for coming out and creating some atmosphere. Congo 14 points, Flotilla and Ngo Beleza with 10 apiece, George with 10 points, Dzeko with 9. It was the Idli Lucas show tonight, the razzle-dazzle, the panache, the flair, you name it. She had it. She did it. And she had a whale of a game. You almost want to say, hey, save some of that for the rest of the tournament, because Angola are going to need it.
Yeah.
Overall, the 18 points, the 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 3 steals. I'm a bit disappointed she didn't get a block. I'm going to have a word with her. But
yeah, I need to help her out in that.
She was plus, they used this efficiency rating overall of to add up all your positive stats, and then if you do something bad, you take away from it. And she was a game high plus 23 efficiency. And the next closest player to her was 12, plus 12, Felipe for Angola. And
yeah, but an overall good across the board for Angola to come back from yesterday's loss. I thought their whole bench did a really good job keeping the flow of the game. And really, as the tournament goes along, you want to see a team bounce back. You want to see a team come back from their mistakes that they did the night before and get the win. So good job, Angola, as they go into the rest day. They've had both of their games. Congo still has one game left, but they can truly now relax. Also start to maybe look on to the next group phase, start to do some scouting on these days off are important, because as the day off will come to an end, the tournament will go on very quickly and you'll have shorter and shorter turnaround.
well, game day 3 for the group phase will be on Tuesday, and we'll start things off with Cape Verde against Mozambique. You like Mozambique in that one?
Yep.
And then this Congolese team will go up against Mali. That promises to be an entertaining one. And Cameroon against Nigeria. That's tasty.
Yep, that'll be a good one.
Egypt against Senegal. I mean, Egypt really put on a show tonight in defeat.
But that will just be a party.
That will be a party. They will, I think, enjoy playing in front of a big crowd, because they too have some players that like to entertain. So it's been a wonderful day of basketball here in Group C. Angola, with that victory, actually climbed to the top of Group C because the additional participation points. So they have 3 points at 1-1. Mali have 2 points after yesterday's win over Angola, and the Democratic Republic of Congo are 0-1 with 1 point. So that's it. Azania?
Yep, lovely evening with you, Jeff.
Lovely morning,
Evening.
afternoon, and evening with
Yeah, I
you.
spent the whole day with you, sadly.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back on Tuesday.